innovate. I want to innovate things, to teach them new things, okay? In a different way, even if they have done it in a way or another, I need to do it in a different way to motivate them. You are not doing it the same way that they have learned it before, so they are bored and so like. No, I need them to be motivated enough to create, and this comes on their side. They are going to start to think on their own, and they want to be much better because of you. You taught them how to do this. Because it's about motivation in a way or another. So, okay, so this is a comprehension question, something simple, okay? So we have this sentence in red, and we have like 4 questions, and I would like you to answer these 4 questions. Simple enough? Okay, so, flag, break the flag spraggly in the screw. So flag, break the flag spraggly in the screw. So, the first question is, who break the flag? Who can answer? Can you just raise your hand? Let me see you. Okay. So, raise your hand. Okay. Okay, yes. Splag did. Yes, wonderful. Okay. So, what did the Splag do? Okay, hands first. Yeah. Break the flag. Okay. So, where did he break the flag? Where? In the screw. Okay. So, how did he break the flag? How? Spraggly. Okay. So, is this English? No. However, you managed to answer all the 4 questions right. So well done. Okay. So what matters here is how did you manage to do this? Although this is not English, so how did you manage to do it?
Parts of the speech.
Part of the speech, okay. The structure, okay. So that goes back to schemata. This is an important term to learn. Schemata, your background knowledge, okay. So it's there. So you guessed that the first word, splag, is the subject, the doer, because it comes in the first, okay. So break, this is a verb. You get it from the ed, yes, okay. So and where? Because you said in that screw, because you have that preposition, okay? And how? Spraggly, okay, that's an adverb that describes. Okay, if you can teach your students a little bit, we are not exaggerating everything, so you can teach them everything, but a little bit about the parts of speech, the structure of the sentence itself. So this is important, okay? You can help them, but just give us a thought before, in advance. Okay, how to do it differently. Okay.
They make attention to hear us.
Okay, so that takes us back to the warmer and the lead-in. These are 2 most important terms that you need to know. Okay, again, we are not talking about making them native speakers. All we are talking about just taking them a step further. No more. If he's here, he knows only A, so make him know A and B. So that's your job. And you're excellent if you could do this. Taking him a step further, not necessarily making him the best one in the world. It's not your task or job. But at least you inspire. That's it. Inspire. And you are the leader of your classroom. You are there and you can do it your own way. Okay? And taking them that step further makes you the best teacher ever. Okay? Still you can set that kind of balance. We are teachers, we are experienced enough to know this, and you can set that kind of balance between whatever is imposed on us, forced to do whatever, and doing this. Even if you don't like a quarter an hour, a half an hour, okay? Trying to make them improve. And then you'll feel great, because one of your students came to you and told you, hey, I learned it from you so and so. Okay, even if it was like 1 sentence, even if it was like 1 word. Doing this is your utmost, your utmost goal in life. Okay, so it's you will feel satisfied because you did the job you're asked to do in a very innovative way. Let's just give it a thought in the very beginning. Planning is the key word here. Okay, I know these students doesn't know a single word in English. So what are you going to do? So if you give it a thought before going inside your classroom in the first place, you're working with it. You're going to take it a step further, actually, because you gave it a thought. That's it. That's the goal. Okay. So back to motivation. Okay. So when we are talking about motivation, we're talking about success, the attitude, the goals, the ideas. So the support, and this is the most important word here, performance. Their performance and your performance. Their performance as learners and your performance as a teacher. Okay. So this we discussed it in a way or another how to motivate your students. So I'm going to give you some ideas about motivation. So I like this actually because it might help you if you give it a thought. Okay. So personalization. We are talking about the motivation strategies. Okay. It applies to anyone who wants to learn whatever, to learn cooking, to learn driving. Motivation is important. If I'm not motivated enough to learn how to cook or how to drive, I won't. So here we're talking about personalization. So what do you mean by personalization? What do you think? Personalization? Okay, to link the learning experience, their learning experience to reality, to the outer world. This is something very important. To make it relevant to their life. When you talk about Facebook, and there are English words in the air around it, so this will, oh, how didn't I think of this? Just help them to realize things around. Okay. So increase their awareness of their goals, help them to do this. Okay. You are not asked to do this actually, but as a part of your profession, you may do it. You may help them to realize, to know their goals in life. What goals should I have? I need to have some goals. And I need to know how to reach them. Oh, okay, I have the goals, how to arrange them, how to put them in order, and then how to achieve them. Okay. So get them familiar with the culture, as we talked here. Okay. Know my audience. Okay, I know my students. I know they are a little bit maybe shy with English, maybe they have no knowledge about English, but I can take them that step further. Okay. So promote their autonomy, make them autonomous learner. They can just like go back home and watch a little video on YouTube, and you have taught him something. You remember when we said ask Google strategy? Okay, so let him go. Instead of just using Facebook without knowing whatever he's doing, okay, he's just blah 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 blah, okay, you can help them. If you need something, you can go to YouTube and do it, or search or watch a video about this. How to do things, you know. Some of our students may want to, I won't say invent, but make something with their own hands. How to make like vacuum cleaner, for example. Okay, you can go there, but actually the people will be mostly YouTube videos are in English, so he might need your help, and you're there for her, and that's why you're. Socialization is about drilling. When you sit in an interview, you need to just like tell him, okay, how to say my name is, I'm 15 years old, I come from, and repetition. Okay, in a way or another, he's going to learn. Okay. Set an example, be motivated yourself, entering the classroom. Leave all your problems outside, even if they are in the school, whatever. Leave them outside and go to them, because we agreed that it's their classroom. Okay? Relax the atmosphere. You don't need to frighten them or something. We're here to learn. I'm here to learn from you. Let them express their own ideas and opinions, whatever. Let them feel relaxed enough, and they'll be there back to you. Okay? That kind of rapport. This is a term that you need to know. Rapport is like the good relation. It's a French word. Okay. So having a good relation with your students, be approachable. They can come to you and ask you whenever they need any kind of help. Okay. Self-confidence. Okay. So avoid the obvious. Okay. If you'd like to tell them something, do it in a different way to get back to what you were talking about. So go around, but just stick to the goal itself. Okay. This is something you have to be familiar with about Bloom's taxonomy. Yes, if some of you may know it or not. So these are the skills, okay, that we need in learning. Okay, so we're talking about memory, understanding, applying, and this is a key word here, analyzing, okay, evaluating, and creating. Okay. So most of us will learn it in that way by starting by memory. Okay. The new trend now is starting with creating. So making use of your own students, what they know, to let them create, instead of focusing on